Gonna have some yummy stuff today. There they are. Doves. Split them half and half. 7 per package. Thaw these puppies out. Have us a little stir fry today. Yes, a little something healthy for you hunters out there today. We got some stir fry, but it's a little healthier than usual. Go a little bit low fat, a little low salt, and the whole deal here. One thing I want to talk about first, though, preparing your meat, whether you're doing venison in this thing or duck or whatever. I'm using dove today. Taking care of the meat is number one. And what I like to do with the doves, because they're such small pieces of meat, and I like to have a little something substantial in my meal, even if I am going light, is I like to butterfly those breasts out. It does two things. It gives you a nice little piece of meat, plus if you butterfly them like this, you'll find those pieces of stray shot, the little bit of bloodshot pieces of meat in the breast, and you can trim that stuff off and clean it better. And all you do is you go, instead of going down the center, you go in from each side, you cut underneath that wishbone, give it a pinch on the top and pull it off that keel, and it'll just peel right off of there. And then you have your nice little butterflied piece of meat. The marinade for this, real simple. Some lemon, some garlic, some herbs. If you got fresh herbs, all the better. And a 1/4 cup of liquid aminos. The thing about the liquid aminos, a lot of times you use soy sauce. That liquid aminos is about 20% of the sodium that you get with soy sauce. The flavor is all still there, but lower sodium. I like to take the lemon juice and the herbs and mix it in around in the meat, get everything all coated real good, then drop the aminos in on top, give it a little shake, and set that aside. Then the sauce, super simple also. A couple cloves of garlic, some ground ginger, a little bit of sesame oil, and a couple tablespoons of rice vinegar. Again, those coconut aminos, some low sodium vegetable broth or water, a teaspoon of arrowroot powder. I didn't have any powder with me on this one, and so you'll see the sauce looks a little thinner, but if you put that arrowroot powder in that sauce, it'll thicken up a lot nicer, and if you don't have it, it's not that big a deal. And then some red pepper flakes just to taste. The veggies, hey, whatever you have around, but I had some red onions, some mushrooms, some sugar snap peas, broccoli, some red bell pepper, about a 1/2 cup each. And you know, just for a meal for 2 people, this is great. Seven dove breasts, plenty of veggies, and some wild rice. When you get your pan good and hot, I use some spray-on olive oil. Put those breasts in there. I mean, less than a minute on each side. Just get them good and brown, and take them out. Put in your mushrooms and onions, a little water or vegetable broth to deglaze, and then just add in your other vegetables, just to, small intervals. I like to let those onions and mushrooms cook down a little bit more than the other stuff. Put your sauce back in, put your meat back in, and then just give it a little more stir, and it's going to cook maybe 3 or 4 minutes, and that sauce will thicken up nice. And then lay out your bed of wild rice, lay on some meat and good sauce and juice, and you got a meal right there, all in one scoop. Got everything you need. Meat, veggies, grains, good stuff.